Okay, so my screen is visible, Justin. Hello, Justin, Neha, Vidhi. I am audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so my screen is visible now.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm, Okay, so in the previous topic we learned about the HTML. So I think today is our last class for the HTML. Okay, in the next class we start some another things. Okay, we covered some that things like okay, wait a minute. Hmm, Okay, so we cover the inline, internal, and external CSS. Okay. Hmm, Okay, then next is the hyperlink. Links are found in nearly all web pages. Links allow users to click their own way from to a page, like HTML links, like hyperlinks. HTML links are hyperlinks. You can click on a link and jump to another document. Means one page to another page. Okay, when you move the mouse over a link and mouse arrow will turn into a little hand. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I own my battery saver because today I forget my charger on my office. Okay, so I think I have low charger. Hmm, Okay, so this is the basic syntax of hyperlink. Okay, so the hyperlink is used like this. Hmm, Visuals to VS Code. Wait a minute. I think our previous project. Yeah, that's the code. Okay. Okay, so the next is the Acharya link. The Acharya link is used to look like this. like YouTube. Okay, so YouTube, we provide a link like this, href www dot youtube.com. Okay, so this is the link of YouTube. Then we save it. Okay, so I think I provide the wrong path. I search it. Okay. Sorry, I forget the HTTPS. Okay. Then that's the path of YouTube. Okay. So that's the way the workflow of hyperlink. Okay, like google.com. Okay, the next hyperlink is used for the Google. Hmm. Okay, so we redirect to our HTML document page to the Google page. Okay, so this is the hyperlink. Okay, the most important attribute of an anchor element is the acharya attribute. Okay, which indicates the link's destination. The link text is the part of will be visible to the reader. Click on the link text and will send to the reader to the specific URL address. Okay, this is the URL path, and that's the text which is usable to the reader. Okay, when the reader is click the text, then it redirect to the you redirect to this URL. Okay, by default links will appear follow in all browsers. Like an unvisited link is underlined and blue, and a visited link is underlined and purple, and active link is underlined and red. HTML links the target attribute sum. By default, the link page will be displayed in the current browser window. Okay, to change this, you must specify another target for the link, and the target attributes specify where the open the link document. The target attribute can have one of the following values, like self, blank, friend, and top. Okay, use target blank to open the link document in a new browser window or tab. Okay, like when we click any URL, then we open the window in the new URL. Now currently we are open the page in the same window like this. Okay, in our same document. But when we use this property like this and save Google. Okay, when we click the Google, then we Okay, this page and the Google over document page is the separate pages. Okay, the Google opens in the new window or a new tab. But when I click the YouTube link, then it's open in the our same document page. Okay. Absolute URLs versus relative URLs. Both examples above are using an absolute URL in the Acharya attribute. A local link is specified with the relative URL. Okay. Okay, so there is that the absolute URL means like here we use the some HTTPS etc. .com, .net, .org, .ai. Okay, but in the relative URL we using our like file names and they are custom names like .html, .css. Okay, and path like this CSS slash default etc. And HTML links use an image as a link. To use an image as a link, just put the img inside a anchor tag. Okay, so it means use a link. To use an image as a link, we can also use the image as a link. Put the image inside a anchor tag. Like here, we put the our opening, we anchor tag and here and write the closing tag here. And inside a anchor tag, we put the image tag. We cannot enter here text. We put the image. So then our output is like this. Okay, and when minute, and when I change the path, target blank for the new page, then look like this. When I click this image, then I redirect to the to an another page. Okay, so the HTML is very pretty simple. Not big deal. Okay, link to an email address. Okay, we also use to an email address. Okay, like this. We also redirected on any email. Okay. We also use a button as a link. Okay, to use an HTML buttons as a link, you have to add someone JavaScript code, and JavaScript allows you to specify what happens to certain events, such as a button is clicked. Okay, this is the path like Acharya, but this is by using the JS. Okay, by using JS. Link title. Like the title attribute specify extra information about an element. The information is most often shown as a tooltip text when the the moves over the element like this. Okay. It's look like this in the our corner of laptop. Here we share the some information when we click the page, click the link. Okay. Okay, so in this chapter we learn the topics use the anchor tag elements to define a link, use the Acharya attribute to define the link address, and use the target attribute to define where to obtain the linked document, and use the img element inside the anchor tag to use an image as a link. Okay, and use the metro schema inside the Acharya attribute to create a link to opens the user email program. Okay, okay, I think today I had enough battery. I have not enough batteries for today's class. I think it's good for today's class. Okay, because I forget today my charger in my office, so that's a problem with our class. I hope that the class is finished when my battery is alive. Right. So the link color by default a link will appears like this and unvisited. Okay, that's we cover already. HTML image. Okay, so our next topic is an HTML image. Okay, image can provide the design and the appearance of a web page. Okay, so some HTML image syntax like the HTML image tag used and embedded in an image in a web page. Images are not technically inserted into a web page. Images are linked to web pages. The img tags created a holding space for the referenced image. The img tag is empty. It contains attribute only and does not have a closing tag. Okay. The img tag has two required attributes, a src and alt. A src specifies the path to the image and alt specify an alternate text for the image. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of an image. Okay, there is the attribute of an image. uh, Attribute means src and alt are the attributes for the image, and there is the img tag. Okay, the src attribute. Look, the required src attributes specify the path or a url to the image. Okay, not when a web page loaded, it is the browser at the moment. Browse at the moment that gets the image from a web server and inserts it into a page. Therefore, make sure that the image typically stays in the same spot and related to the web pages. Otherwise, your visitors will get a broken link icon. The broken link icon and the ALT alternative text are shown if the browser cannot find the image. Okay. When our image cannot be loaded, then we found this text. Okay, so let's see an example of an image. Okay, so this is a image with four attributes: src, alt, width, and height. Okay, there is a four attribute of an image tag. This is our image URL. Then first I will change it and execute it. Okay. When our image cannot be loaded by some errors, then we saw the alternative text. Okay, flowers in China, like this. Okay, we used. Okay, I provide height and width 200 pixel, and alternative text is my image. Okay, but I put the URL empty, means a source is empty. Okay, so my source is empty. Then I get the alternative text. Okay, so I search an image like this, copy image address and put here. Okay, wait a minute. The URL is too long, so it's misplaced is copy image address. Hmm. I think it has some issue because the URL is too long. So let's save it. Okay, so we get our URL. Okay. Okay, there is here we had some its height and width. When we change its height, our height and width attribute are misplaced. Okay, so forget it about the sometimes and move on the later. Again, next things. Okay, so we also cover the image width and height properties. Okay, we cover it. We cover the alternative means LT text. Okay, is there some examples of our image? Yeah. The next is we also set the width and height by using the alternative source. So I remove it, the height and the width. Okay. Okay, so this is the original length. Then I set the img tag like height 500 pixel. Okay, and the width is also 500 pixel. Okay, so it's low. Then I increase the size of the images like the 750 pixel. Okay, then I will copy it. Then in the style tag I tell if the a div have in a image in the div a image in the div a target a image have we in the div. Then refresh it and look or out. Okay. Okay, so I think we have enough battery image on in another server mobile. Okay. Mm, we can also use an animated images. Okay, there is a GIF image. Mm, okay, this image we have here with the style tag with floating right. Like this. There is some okay, like this using floating right. The image is in this corner. Okay, so in this chapter we cover the HTML IMG elements to define an image, use the image src attributes to define the URL of the image. Okay, use the HTML attribute to define an alternative text for image. If it cannot be displayed, use the HTML width and height attribute for the CSS width and height properties to define the size of the image. Use the CSS float property to let the image float to the left to the right. Okay. Okay, next is the image map. Okay, so there is, I will tell you later because that's the not an important topic. Okay. Mm, that's the JavaScript binding. It learned when we play with the JavaScript. Okay. Okay, so the next is the table. Okay, HTML tables allows web developers to arrange the data into a rows column. Okay, the table is the very important because when you get any list of the data, when you work with this, okay, there is the basic syntax of the table. Okay, and this is the finally output for the table. Okay, first you write a table tag and end table tag, and inside a table tag use some TRs for the rows. Okay, first TR is used for the table rows. Okay, so students, I had some low battery. Then if my laptop is down, then please leave the meeting today's okay today's meeting because today I had some low batteries. So in the 5 or 10 minutes, my laptop is dead. Then if my laptop is dead, then you please left the meeting. Okay. Okay, so there is the table. The first TR you used for the T heading. TH means T heading and TR means a new row. So in this we have three rows. First heading, then last two is for the data. Okay, so this is the first heading, this is the second, and this is the third. Okay, TD means our table data. There is the TD and this is the TH. Okay, there is the TH and there is the TD. TD stands for the table data. Okay, each table call that defines by a TD and TD opening tag and TD close tag.